Twitter? What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What it is, what it do.
What it is, what it do.
All right, y'all. So y'all know how this go. We are on. Shayla, I don't know why you want stalling. Look over here. Okay, let me get out.
All right, she gonna back out, y'all. Y'all know sometimes YouTube be doing, not YouTube, but IG be doing the most.
Let me come back in.
And we was on time, so I don't even know what is going on right now. Roman Lois has been watching Miami since Flavor Flav.
That's so dope.
She can hear you. There she go. You will, Frederick. I promise you will. It's hard when things like that happen initially, but time it gets better. In time it gets better. What is happening? Okay. All right.
It's on Do Not Disturb?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is my light like that? Oh. Woo. All right, so y'all let us know how we sound. I see we having an issue with how we looking. On my phone, you stalling, but so I don't know.
I don't know. What's up, Jay Wrights? Yellowbone 626.
What's up, Jay Wrights?
Winter Blanco 91. King 9288. Oh. Vic Loso, Roman Lloyd, Mark Breeze. What's going on?
What's up, Mark Breezy?
And Roman Lloyd was the one who said he's been watching you since Flavor Flav.
What's up, Roman?
All right, what's up, Get Right?
No Androids is allowed.
I
know that's right.
Look, don't start with her.
Child, because it's acting like it. Well, I don't know why my camera look like that, y'all. Oh,
thank you, Yellowbone. All right. So
we're about to start.
About to start. The camera acting funny, so let's just get into this before it gets worse.
Before it gets late.
And before it gets late, because that normally is an issue as well. So we're going to jump right into this. And thank you so much, Jay Wrights.
Thank you, Jay Wright.
All right. So go ahead and start us up, boo. Like you always do.
I'm practicing these vocals, honey. You hear me?
Okay. I told her to start practicing, y'all. She Miami to the stage. I'm gonna just start saying it because we speaking things into fruition. Okay, we manifesting. We manifesting. Every time I talk to her now, that's what we gonna be saying. Period. Miami, we're ready for you, girl.
Y'all,
we're ready for you. The stage is ready, honey. Like, period.
I'm not doing this with Shayla tonight.
What's up, Trio Talk?
I ain't doing this tonight with Shayla. Okay. So let's start this thing. All right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters, YouTubers, IGsers, Facebookers, Twitterers, and Twitchers. What it is, this is Brains and Beauty times 2.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami.
Ooh, y'all. It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a week,
honey,
and I just need
to breathe.
I need to breathe. That's what it is. Just breathe.
Shayla gotta breathe.
Okay,
but this is episode 127, you guys. We have done 127 episodes as of today. Yeah. So we want to thank y'all for joining in. Those who can stay, great. If you gotta go, we totally get it and understand because everybody got their own life going on. So
absolutely. If
you can stay, great. If you can't, we'll see you next week. So we're gonna start with our PSAs, and before we get into our PSA,
you already know
look at G Money Man in the building. He said, "Wow," from Twitch. He said, "Wow, episode 127. That's what's up. What's up, G Money Man? Happy New Year." Oh God, is my
look, Real Monsieur, where's y'all sparkling water? Look.
So tonight, as you guys know, I come with what he said.
The Shay had an old school BBD one strap down. You doggone Skippy. You right. I sure do.
She sure do. And you better believe it.
Every time.
I know that's
right.
Oh
my God. Okay, go ahead. Real Miss Sierra, she didn't forget, baby. It's coming up right now.
G Money Man said Shay is giving those Angela Davis vibes. Come on now.
Thank you, boo.
Angela Davis vibes with Angela by her. Come on now. It's just, Come on, Shay, give us the vibes.
You have to be right in the presence of...
Girl, All right, so tonight's sparkling water, I wanted to try this. This is from Aldi's, and it's their Italian mineral sparkling water, low mineral content. The source is in the Apennines. No,
I can't say.
Hold on. What did they say?
The source is, where is it?
In the Apennines, in the heart of Italy. Very low sodium. So let me.
That's a huge bottle. Where are you finding these waters at?
And this brand is called Per Aqua. Let's see. It's a little peppery.
Wait, the water is peppery? What's the flavor?
Just regular.
It is regular? Okay.
Okay, I can rock and roll with that.
Peppery spring water. All right. Hey, never thought I'd hear today. You know what I'm saying? Ladies love Cool John. What's going on?
What's up, y'all? So for those who are new as well, we don't start the podcast, but yeah, I always do my sparkling water every week. It's something new that I always try, and I love water. Love water. For those who are new, we are looking at our other screen to the side, which is YouTube, which is Facebook, which is Twitter, which is Twitch. So they see us side by side over here. In IG, y'all see us top and bottom. Pause. But if you want to see us side by side, if you want to see us side by side, go ahead and find us on the other 4-5 platforms. Okay?
Real Miss Sierra, so that's that Holy Spirit activate water.
Come on. Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate.
A mess.
But anyway, before we get into our topics tonight, we want to get our PSAs. And we got YouTube just joined in the building. What's up?
Hey, we try to do what we can do, man. We try to do what we can do, ladies love Cool John. I'm sorry. We trying. That's why they close.
I know. So y'all see me suck. I want to make sure I'm here because sometimes I'll forget to look over here. So I'd rather not be side with y'all, but I got to make sure the content is focused. What we record and use. So my first PSA for tonight is, if you guys have not heard yet, make sure you go ahead and get online and register for your 4 free tests from the government.
Yes,
for COVID.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what we call it now, COVID.
Child, she got a remix after she came and stepped in me and tried me.
Not the remix.
Child, she broke into my house. So COVID. Make sure y'all get y'all 4 free tests of COVID. What, Shay? She did break into my house and she was a wreck. She was terrible. House. COVID was a mess. I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish it on nobody. Not even my enemy. Not even no hater. Like, I don't wish that on nobody. And I mean that. It was the worst.
Lord.
My second PSA is shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Meek Mill. Because we see y'all and we see what y'all about to do and what y'all doing. If y'all don't know, Jay-Z and Meek Mill are partnering up. We're coming together to fight to make sure rap lyrics are not held up in a court of law. And I think that's amazing because we all know sometimes people just be a little, how they say, capping a little bit in the raps. But then when they get in trouble, they use those raps against them. And I don't think it's cool. You know what I mean? So shout out to Jay-Z and Meek Mill getting that together. I wonder who thought of that. I think it's a great idea. I wonder who, Jay-Z probably put their money behind it. But I think it's a great thing for our culture to be protected when it comes to us being free and armed.
We have to start getting smart.
Yeah, being free in our art.
They trying to take our speech away, but then use our same speech against us.
Yeah,
like that's the whole Ron DeSantis thing. Same thing. Like, child, I can't.
No, I know. It's just like having a painter who paints like all of this stuff and say, you know what? When you get in trouble, we're gonna use these paintings against you. It's like, no, like an artist is an artist, and that's what I'm learning too now that I am also an artist. Mm-hmm. And it's just like it's crazy. Like, so shout out to Jay-Z, Meek Mill. I hope y'all get that together. I hope it actually goes through. I hope it gets passed. And just to have these steps, I think is kind of cool and dope to start with these steps. So
Trill Talk TV says depends on if they did it. These youngins be crazy about that life.
That's true. This is true. Now, if they did it, they did it. But at least everything won't be held against it. Like, okay, if you rob a liquor store. I mean, I don't know who robbed a liquor store, but whatever. You rob a liquor store and you sing your lyrics. Yeah, I went to the store and I probably robbed it. Well, no, okay, they could probably use it. But you know what I mean? Oh, if I went to a bank and I robbed it, but no, the man ain't even robbed no bank like for real in real life. But because he robbed a liquor store, you're gonna use the bank lyrics and say he probably was the part of the bank robbery. You know what I mean? But anyway,
girl, they'll try anything.
They'll
try any back door, side door to try to have us hemmed up. Period.
What's
point
up,
blank.
DJ?
That's just what they do.
Mic check.
What's up?
He said, "What's up, family?
Hey. Lipstick, lip gloss, and vodka. Okay. Allwood 954. What's up? All right, y'all. So we're gonna jump.
First topic for the night. What you got, Shay?
First topic. All right.
First topic. I done did the P. Did you have a PSA?
I really didn't.
Lastly, I want to thank everybody who has streamed my music, who has watched my video, and y'all about to get the tea right now. I got some stuff about to drop. Don't tell nobody. See, y'all got the first one because y'all watching. But don't tell nobody because right now everybody think it's all about all that, and it is. But
and fire.
Clink,
fire,
clink, clink,
fire,
clink.
fire.
News alert. All right, next.
The bottle. Okay, so first topic of the night, guys. First topic of the night. Okay.
What's wrong with my left eye? Is my hair on my eyelash? I'm sorry. Sometimes when my hair's on my eyelash, my eye look down. So thank you for saying something.
All right, y'all. So normally,
do it look good now? And I don't like these lashes. I mean, I told Shay, as soon as I put these lashes on, I ain't like them. But we're gonna get through the night. Don't point at me, because if you point, I'm gonna move and I'm gonna leave the live. So y'all don't think we drinking something, but we out here drinking water and she eating ice.
I am, and she's trying to stop me.
Yeah, because we got a podcast.
Itching to grab this cup. Okay. So
go ahead.
Nikki Baby posted, made a post, or I should say a story one day, and she basically said, if they say cook at 3 or 4 a.m., she getting up. She getting up out the bed at 3 or 4 to cook. Girl, and I just want to know,
what's the question,
ladies? Are y'all getting up? Are y'all getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning? And fellas, do y'all actually expect for us to get up? If you say at 3 or 4 in the morning, babe, I'm hungry and I really want to cook, I want you to cook. I don't really want no outside food. Like, I want you to cook, throw down, do that French toast, whatever you be doing, man. And you want her to get up and get it right now. Are y'all getting up for babe if they request it? Married or not, it don't matter. Are you getting up? Are you getting up at 3 a.m.?
First of all, okay, let's get the scenario.
y'all chilling. Y'all, maybe it's a Netflix night. Y'all just chilling, okay? And
so we're up, or
you're up, but maybe you're already falling asleep because we know you. If anybody watches live, we know we go to sleep early, okay?
Okay.
But especially this one. So if you fall asleep already, and he tap you and say, "Babe, well, you know, you threw down the other day. Boy, you think you could make me that?"
I threw down the other day.
Yeah, but I'm really hungry, like right now.
No. It was daylight. It is 4 a.m. going on 6 a.m., sir. And I got to get up and go where I got to go when I get up in the morning. It all depends on how I'm feeling. Like, if I got to go to work, that's different. If he just being bugaboo and he just being lovey-dovey, maybe I'll get up and do one of the things and get back to sleep. It just all depends. It all depends. But if he loving me right, and I mean, like, loving me, not what y'all probably thinking. Like, he's really got love for me, and he's loving me and showing me he's like the man for me and the man of my life. I may, it ain't gonna happen all the time, but I may say, you know what? Okay, God, leave me alone. I'm finna just do this one little thing. Now leave me alone, and I'm going back to bed. But it got to be something that he can't make. Don't call me to put on. Don't call me to put on no soup. Don't call me to do no.
So you don't
make no salad. Well, my salads do be fire.
Yeah, your salads do be fire. I don't like.
But he can't just tell me like, oh, I don't feel like it, because that ain't the type for me. Because maybe I'm sleeping. Maybe you want to wake me up to some food.
Yeah, but he asking you.
Okay, but he asking me. You're right.
He asking you, and maybe he's never asked it before, or maybe he don't ask it a lot. But if he happens to ask it,
I do it.
You gonna get up 3 a.m.
3 a.m. for
He wants a meal, not no.
No. I said
you about to throw together. He wants a meal. He's asking for you to cook. Cook don't mean just.
And we having like a date night.
Up.
We having a date night. You said we having Netflix.
Okay, well let's just say you wasn't.
And I'm.
Are you getting up? If he said, "But I'm hungry,"
I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't really sleep, but I'm hungry, and I really want some of your famous whatever. Like,
if that's bae, I'm gonna get up.
You gonna be mad getting up, though, ain't you?
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be telling him every second you see, and you better eat every crumb because I just got up for you. And he got looking at my eye for real.
Oh my god.
But yeah, but if that's bae, like bae, like I am in love with him and he is showing me how much he love me.
You getting up.
Girl, I'm getting up for bae. You hear me? That's bae. But not, he can't make it a regular, like, you see me sleeping, you know what tomorrow is all about. Don't disturb me like that all the time. But for the day, I got you. What about you? For bae, honey, I'm doing it. You hear me? And I mean future husband, bae, not just no regular strangler.
Trill Talk TV said, as much as we spend on women, she should get up and cook.
Trill Talk, don't start this.
You know what? Don't start, okay? Because this is the thing.
He say Twitch is acting up. Everything acting up.
Yeah, everything. Because
I don't know what's happening.
Too. Look, it's still acting up over there. I don't know. We don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry, Robbie. But he came on YouTube instead of going on Twitch.
On
okay.
Twitch, yeah. Let's see. Let me see some of these comments.
G Money said leftovers. Hit that microwave.
Nah, she was talking about cooking, because that's what I would have thought. Like, dog, let me see what I can put together.
I
can warm up real fast.
Like you want some avocado toast? Like, do you want like a salad? Like,
nah, she said cook, dog. I could see when you say cook, I feel like you mean like really get in the kitchen and start making some things. Like not going and warming something up. That's not cooking. Or throwing some peanut butter on toast is not cooking. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's how I took it when I read it.
He said, but if he hungry, he doesn't expect that. If I'm hungry, I'm going to go to a 24-hour joint. So that's my thing. My thing is, if it's a thing that you just absolutely love that I have, are you just getting home or you just waking out your sleep trying to eat? Because that ain't healthy either to be waking up at 3 o'clock eating every day.
Hey, who said that? Princess in Paris said Oprah said it's not good to eat after 5 p.m.
I know that's right.
Girl.
But yeah,
so, Oprah said, okay?
No, I'll get up if it's something that one of my world famous things, but it can't be no real Thanksgiving type meal. I'm not doing it at 3 a.m. Like, I'm going back to bed, and then while I'm preparing your food, I'm gonna be probably rolling my eyes and maybe sucking my teeth if you say something crazy.
Look,
but I'll do it if he's bae.
I'm gonna have an attitude doing it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have an attitude. Like, bruh, like, are you really serious right now? Like, it's 3 in the morning. You can't be serious. It's 3.
But like I said,
but I'm gonna get up. But it's not gonna be a pleasant
we gotta be having a date night because I ain't, I don't stay with nobody. So if we having a date night and I'm over his house, you know what I mean? And
that's different. A date night. But if you just like we was sleep, like I just got into that good REM sleep, and you wake me up to cook.
Yeah, that's different.
To cook. I'm gonna have an attitude, straight up.
True.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, my attitude may change after a while, depending on how you start acting after that.
Trill Talk say he ask for something to drink at that time. Robbie G say, Andrew say that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
I don't remember that episode.
Oh, for real?
My God!
But my first reaction would probably be, boy, if.
No, that's definitely gonna be. No, it's not probably. That's definitely gonna be my.
Like, I know you ain't just wake me up for that. But what food? It is 3:34 a.m. I got 3 more hours of sleep. Not even 2.5. You gonna have me use one of my 2.5 hours on some food when you got to get up and eat breakfast?
But that when I was reading that though, depends. My reality, my new soon-to-be reality is. I'm going to have to get up at those hours.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my God. That's why
I said if it's like a real bae, not just no play person. Yeah, I'm getting up.
I love you, babe, but I really hope that you don't ask that of me. I know you ain't on here right this very moment. When you go back and watch this, I really hope You do not ask this of me on a regular basis.
Well, did he ask it before when y'all was together and living?
No, I mean, like, every once in a while he would, but it would be like
not
midnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, midnight. We still up. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Me in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. when I just hit that good sleep.
Yeah, that's like borderline. Like, it's a fine line because that's borderline disrespectful. Now you're not thinking about me. You being very selfish. You being selfish. Now you're being selfish. And if you're not being selfish, the other fine line of it is, you know what? Because I'm the only person who can cook it, and you really got a little craving. Fine. Now, when I get pregnant as your wife, when I say go to the store right now, you better go and run and fly there.
Not fly.
So because guys do that when we get pregnant, or because we just want it or whatever, we could do that sometimes. But it just can't be all the time. I'm sorry.
I really feel like this is about to be my new reality, and I'm speaking this thing into existence.
You're speaking it.
Okay, I'm done with this topic. So,
want to move on? Yeah. Okay, so last one. If she wants breakfast that early, I'll cook for her no matter how tired I be. That's so sweet,
honey. I wish I could feel like that mentally, but I feel like I would not be like that. Like,
no,
it's never happened that late for me to like really say. But I feel like I would have an attitude. Like, you can't be serious. I feel like I'd have an attitude. I can't even lie. What Mark Breeze say?
He's trying to keep it PG.
You know what? Okay, Mark.
We're gonna go to the next topic.
You know I can't. We can't repeat that. Hold on. Carisha, he can't get enough. That's her name. Says, love you, Miami, all the way from New Orleans.
What's up, New Orleans, honey? Carisha.
I want to hear her say New Orleans. Because everybody, I feel like all of them say it different.
New Orleans. No, we put a little extra to it.
Yeah.
New Orleans. I don't know how they say it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Miami, we got to make sure we always say our E's and our A's. So New Orleans and our S's. And our M's too. All our letters. And some letters just get skipped over. But,
oh my God. Okay. Next topic.
Steve Harvey said that women should get an ugly man because they are better. God. So the question is, are less attractive people more lovable than more attractive people? Or
are less attractive people keepers?
I don't know.
I kind of feel like that's what he was trying to say.
Do less attractive people, no matter if they're a woman or a man, are they better to love on you and do whatever for you versus somebody who is mid to high looking attraction?
Are less attractive people
more loving and you can keep them around because they love you more because they know they're less attractive?
I can't really say that I've had that experience. I feel like I can't really speak on that. But I mean, I feel like I understand what he was saying, that women should stop going for the looks first because you're missing out on a lot of good guys who even though they may not have the looks that you necessarily want, they are great catches in all those other areas, finances.
But just because he ugly,
mentally, all of that.
Just because he ugly and lacking does not mean he'll love you better. Because, honey, some of these ugly people be doing you so dirty and nasty because they feel some type of way about them. They don't love themselves and they sit here trying to hurt you back. So I don't agree with it 100%, but I get what he's trying to say, that if you feel like I don't get it. I don't know.
No, I can understand what he's saying. Like, think about it. When you were younger, what was your type? No, you got some qualities. What was your type?
It was a mess.
Again, what was your type?
They wasn't like.
Name some qualities. What kind of guy were you attracted to?
It don't matter.
Was it the smart one who always went to class and
but
maybe wore glasses?
We're talking about looks though, not
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but a lot of times those go hand in hand.
Not all the time,
but a lot of the times they do.
Not all the time.
Girl, please. When we were growing up, y'all, was there not, like, for example, the one all the girls wanted They all normally wanted the same people. And there's a reason. Because they had a lot of the same characteristics. It wasn't just that they were fine.
Characteristics, not looks, though. Steve has said looks.
I know, I'm saying, but I feel like that goes hand in hand.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think so, because I think sometimes some attractive men can be so insecure and they could be so ugly on the inside, and their qualities are
we are
terrible.
Still people in general are still visual, and we go off of that first. So regardless of what you are on the inside, it don't matter. What attracts you first is, yeah, he fine. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and most of the time, if a man feels like he's the one that all these women are desiring, he's a certain way. He dresses a certain way. He carries himself a certain way. He normally has a similar characteristics to another man that everyone finds desirable.
Okay.
That's what I mean. So
what y'all got to say? Come on now with it. What y'all want to say about this?
Robbie G on YouTube. Yeah, Robbie G said, Ange ain't marrying nobody ugly. Come on, really?
Y'all think I'm so shallow.
I'm just saying back. Okay, so
Trill Talk said, did Beyonce do that with Jay-Z? Just Cam. What's up, Just Cam?
Did Beyonce do that with Jay-Z?
No, because Blue came out beautiful. I saw this picture on Shade Room the other day, and I thought she was so pretty. She looked like Jay-Z and Beyonce mixed, like, which is...
Again, this is not to say that every man or woman is like
Jay-Z
that. We're
not
talking
like
about
ugly,
on a general base. We're on a general basis. Like, most times when you're seeking, when fellas, when y'all are all liking the same girl,
yeah, when
everybody finds this one girl so attractive, normally anybody else that's super like, even on IG, let's just think, this is just being honest, most women that are IG models, influencers, blah 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 blah, most of them have the same look, and let's just keep it real. They do. They have the same,
which means that means all the guys have one little type.
And so there's a type there, is what I'm saying. Not to say that they aren't smart, not to say that they don't have all of these other qualities, because y'all know we're not saying that. Come on now. But what I'm saying is that there is a generalization around our choices visually. And normally they come with certain characteristics.
No, I get that.
Most of the time. So I get what he was saying. I 100% get that. We tend to not give the
less
other guy the chance until we've kind of been dogged a couple times.
No,
I feel like
that ain't. I think it ain't even about being dogged. I think about is you just growing up and realizing what's really the juice. Because that over there just not the juice. That is prune juice, and prune juice only do one thing. You feel me? So everybody ain't gotta get dogged out. Like, you can just grow up and say, I don't want.
Well, most people when they grow up, that's when they start looking at the one that wasn't all that attractive. But now the looks don't really mean too much to you because now you've experienced life a little bit and understand that looks don't mean crap.
Exactly. I just think it's all about life. So it ain't about when if somebody even think about, oh, they been dogged out, so they just gonna try an ugly man. Nah. People just grow up and say, you know what, all of that stuff just. They talk is for the birds. I.e., same thing for men. When men say, okay, all of that stuff is just for the birds. I just want a woman who have these certain qualities. You know what I mean? Like, that's the focus, and that's the point, and that's what you lock in with.
Okay, the Note King says on IG says it comes down to experience and growth and failing. Okay. Let's see. Robbie G on YouTube says, he asked a question. And have you ever had an ugly boyfriend, honestly?
No, not like ugly. Nah, I ain't. Nah, I. You know what? I'm gonna put it like this. If we going off of looks, and not souls and spirits and stuff, you know, decent, fine, or okay. I've had all the different types of it. I haven't had like, oh, he just family, fine. You feel me? All of my boyfriends wasn't like finally, fine.
Okay. But you never had you can't say you've ever had an ugly boyfriend. And, what you consider ugly.
At that time, I've never had ugly, but at this time...
I don't even like that word. Unattractive.
Unattractive, unattractive.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It does. I just feel ugly is
so wordplay. Okay. So I've never had a unattractive person, but now looking back, baby, spirits was unattractive, honey. How you handle yourself is so unattractive. How you were, your mindset, your priorities, who you were as a man, your identity wasn't there. Your identity was in other people and other things and all of that. Like, that's so unattractive to me. So
and
it's all about growth.
So that's growth.
It's growth. It has nothing to do
you
about
don't learn that
it ain't got
until
nothing to do
you get
about
older, I think.
It's about growth, what you see yourself as, and you know what you have. Like, I know what I possess. You feel me? And I ain't giving it away to no prune juice. No. We blessed over here. No. And yes, we supposed to be the light of this world. I get it. I understand. But sometimes you just gotta know, don't put no match in no water.
I just can't.
What he said. I'm not the person to play games. Personality is more important than look. Love them for who they are or not and what they possess. And I'm all for that. What's your personality do?
Again, but I truly feel like you pay more attention to those things as you get older.
Yeah.
When you're young, you only really about, he looked good, and he dressed nice, and he looked good.
That's true.
Blah blah
That's
blah.
True.
You're not thinking about all that other stuff because most likely y'all not there yet in that part of your life, so you're not really on that.
Yeah, this is true because I've been there. I'm not gonna sit here and say I had it all figured out and all together, because even though I still don't have it 100% figured out, but I know one thing is for sure, and 1,000 things is for certain. If your spirit is ugly, fugazi, all of that, you're
a no automatically unattractive. Yeah,
it's a no.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't care how others look at you. I don't care if you think you just the manly of the men of all men. If I talk to you and your vibe is just off and your spirit is just dusty, it's a no for me. Because you shouldn't have to be like that. Like, you too beautiful to be like that. But then sometimes it don't even matter, as we know. Moving on. Next topic for tonight.
All right, next topic. Let's see.
Just can't say just be decent. You ain't got to look all that.
I would agree with that, because honestly, the again, like we keep saying, the inner things will make all those other things.
And then the inner things last forever anyway. Them looks don't last forever, because what if your boo get into a fire?
How you treat my family, how you treat all of that, because exactly, looks are fleeting, and anything can happen to you tomorrow. And if I'm married to you or with you, I'm still gonna be with you regardless of what happens with your looks.
Yeah,
because of who's on the inside. So I would hope most people would be like that.
Yeah.
All right. So topic number 3, y'all. Topic number 3. Jesus. What do people often do that truly offends or bothers you? What do people often do that truly offends or bothers you?
I'm not going to say offends.
Do or say. Let's just say do or say. What do people do or say?
You know what I don't like? Okay, I'm going to say, not offends me, but it bothers me when people are materialistic. It is so... like, that's all you got to offer is just stuff. Like, that's your identity. It's just stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have the money, you do your thing. You do whatever you can to make yourself feel beautiful. We all do things to make ourselves feel better and beautiful. I.e., lash going, getting on my nerves. I get that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when the whole conversation and your whole identity is how you look, your title, what you drive, what you stay in, how much money you're that is just terrible. And then, of course, I like Robin G. answer is telling lies, a liar, for no reason. Just no reason. And then sometimes, y'all, I always say, when people be like that, it affects them. They could affect you to a certain point, but it always put dents in their soul. And that's on them.
Ooh.
It do.
Ooh, dents.
Yeah, because when people gotta lie in front and all that type of stuff, it takes away who they are, which means it jabs at their self-worth or whatever the case is, and it goes back to them. So it's sad, for no reason, just because. Nah, like living your truth and living whatever is going on, and just be that. But yeah, I'm not big on that materialistic stuff. It's just not for me. But of course, lies and disrespect is a no. Those are a given.
Cam84 says everybody is superficial nowadays.
Robert G say dicks in your soul.
I wouldn't say everybody. I just think social media makes it feel like everybody's superficial these days. But
and we all have little levels to us that, again, I'm not shaming nobody or nothing like that. It's just, I think when you get to have a conversation with somebody and that's all they talk about, like that junk is so shallow and just so, like, what is the rest of you? Like, so basically, if that job was to leave you tomorrow, what you gonna do? Who are you?
Yeah.
If you can't afford the car no more because something happened in your life, that car and that house gone, who are you now? You still don't know who you are because it was tied up into that.
If you can't wear designer,
if that designer goes out of style next month, you don't know you trying to scramble and find the next design. Like that truck is like keeping up with the Joneses for me. I don't like that.
Okay, that's a perfect way to say it.
Yeah, I don't like keeping up with the Joneses because it takes away who you are. Like and again, we all have that because I have to speak for myself. We all have levels that we have that God has created. You know what I mean, to a certain degree. But majority of the time, you should want to live in whoever that should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think it's sex. Like, of course, it starts when we're in elementary school and all of that.
Absolutely.
And some people keep it in their role all the way over into their to real adult, like 40, 50 years old life. And it's sad because you never get to experience what God has created, not even a little piece of it.
But most people's answer, which I'm assuming, most people's answer to this question or this topic would be about what it's kind of summed up in how they've grown up. Yeah. I'm assuming.
No,
and
for
things
sure.
they've experienced.
Definitely.
And that's why this particular thing that somebody said or did offends or bothers you so much because it's been beaten into the ground and you just so over it.
This is true. It does have because of how whatever situations have happened to you.
Absolutely. Soldier Man on YouTube says, I get mad spreading rumors and lies, and yes, materialistic is a turnoff. Yeah, absolutely.
It just make you do a face like this. Like that's sad.
Yeah, because it's got to be more substance to you. Got to be.
Robert G said all they care about is a bag. Dang, I'm glad to be out of that game. Look,
yeah, it's definitely and it's definitely getting tired. Like it's definitely getting tired. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah.
Please be about something else. Anything else.
Yeah. You can have other part of your life. Like, you got to have money to survive. I get it. Absolutely. And yes, you got to spoil yourself on things that, make you feel good. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, that can't just be all you have. Like, that's your substance, which ain't really nothing because if none of that stuff was to exist, you're still nothing. You don't have no identity if that stuff was to exist. You got to figure out if none of this stuff existed, who would you be without the stuff,
Princess of Paris says, Nene Leakes always says she don't keep up with the Joneses. She is the Joneses.
I know that's right, Nene.
Just Care 84 says most people do it for attention. Okay, so
what about you, Shay?
My answer to this question, sorry y'all, I'm just waving at everybody who's joining in. So my answer to this question is, let's see. Oh Lord, I read something real quick as I was looking down. Trill Talk TV says guys want to talk to you in the public restroom. Is that a real thing? Like y'all do that? Like don't talk to me while I'm in the bathroom. Like period. Don't speak to me. I guess that's a real thing. Okay.
Sean Bates live, but wait, don't most women want materialistic? Don't they want a man who is well out together? Most women don't want to build. They want a meal ticket. No, everybody don't want a meal ticket. There's a difference between wanting materialistic and wanting a man to actually have things of growth as a provider.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yes, we all like to be spoiled. Yes, we want the roses. Yes, we want a surprise gift. Yes, we want that, but not that be the bulk of the entire relationship. Like we we sit at the table, and if it's not talking about materialistic stuff, we just look at each other. It's just air. It's just dry. It's just so dry. Like the Western thing is just rolling across the table. Like it's over.
Like there's got to be substance there.
Yeah, it got to be something.
And yes,
more.
there are some women out there. Again, because we can't speak for everybody as a whole. Mm-hmm. There are some women out there who are very materialistic, and yes, that is all they want.
And that's
they
for
want
them.
To be able, and that's fine if that's what they want. Because trust me, they're going to find somebody who doesn't mind,
who will love to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing even wrong with that. You got to find who you attract, and make sure you find a person that puzzles you right. You know what I mean? I just said for me, I don't want my other side of my puzzle to be all about. That's all he talk about 24/7, 365. Like that junk is
always
like,
about the dollar. There's nothing else. Nothing else exists in life other than the dollar.
Yeah, the dollar and then things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a different type of person. Like if you was under a bridge with somebody for 3 months or 3 weeks or whatever, could you even survive? If we had a hurricane, or if we had an asteroid, God forbid, I'm going very extreme, I know. If we have an asteroid coming, it destroys everybody's house. You ain't gonna know what to do with your life because you need a car, you need a certain house. Like, no, bro, everybody's stuff is flattened. Like, i.e. Corona. When Corona happened, you couldn't show what you was showing off. People stopped going buying stuff for a while because they couldn't go in the mall. You couldn't even do it for the gram that much because who cared?
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You had to start kind of making different content and stuff because
that's how TikTok got established. People just make videos just to make them, no matter if they dolled up or not dolled. They could just be whatever because that's how life was. It wasn't about all of that. Like I don't know. Anyway,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, asteroid come. What you doing? You don't know who you like. Who am I looking at today? I don't know who I'm looking at today because you don't know how to live life now.
Again, I think I can say that we want, someone in our life who actually understands that, yes, obviously money is important. You need it to live.
It. Like, child, we wouldn't have these lights on. This phone would not be on. We'll be doing this show. It'll be off. You know what I mean? So
but it's gotta be more. There's nothing wrong with being a provider. And yes, all women want someone who's gonna provide. And it doesn't mean necessarily be the sole provider. It simply means someone who's able to take care of things when they need to be taken care of. Somebody who's going to look out for the best interest of the family, the head of the house.
Yeah, and not going to buy a Gucci belt knowing your family needs something like that. Come on, because you want to flex. Like, that's dumb. Like, you know what I mean? And I have to say it like that because sometimes it just don't be making sense to me. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with wanting nice things and buying nice things. That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying is that just can't be.
But normally when you are materialistic, you have a certain personality and aura that's just not attractive. It's just not. 90% of the time, when you are very materialistic, it's a certain. It's not even confidence anymore. It's you've gone to cocky, you've gone to conceited. It's that fine line of that aura of arrogance. That's just like.
But that aura is coming from things.
Yeah.
If them things get burned up tomorrow.
I hope that same confidence.
It ain't gonna be there,
but it ain't.
Because that confidence lies in things.
Exactly. So that's all that.
Yeah, you just have layers to yourself, y'all. Don't just have one layer. Don't have two. Have multiple layers to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself to something nice. You know, like get you a
little shanky thing,
little $12 little. You know what I mean? I splurge on myself that day. You know what I mean? Like. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so my answer to this question, what do people do or say that truly offends or bothers me? I would say when people when people say,
I like that Sean that's live.
What happened?
No, my bad. Yeah.
When people say, "Oh, I love her hair. She has really good hair." Oh. Nothing irks I literally feel my soul like cringing on the inside. Like, did you really just say that? Bothers me so bad. I'd rather you just not say nothing. Just say your hair's pretty today, or just don't say nothing. Like, I really want to say a cuss word right now because that's how bad it irks my nerves.
So when they
like,
say their hair is good, it means it's not ours.
No, it's normally not ours. Whenever somebody normally says, "Oh, your hair is so nice. Your hair is so beautiful or nice," it's, "Oh my God, you have such good hair." Let me tell you how many times I've ever heard that in my life. Never. You want to know why? Because most of the time it's said to someone who has like 4A or 3B or 3C, somewhere around that curl pattern or texture. It is never kinky. It's never, let me explain something to y'all. This is roots, okay? Kitchen, all that is here. It's still beautiful in my opinion. It grew out my head. I grew it, and it's still beautiful. And that's how that's what we should be teaching our daughters and all that kind of stuff. So when people say that, or Trill talk, can I touch your hair? That's another. No. See, I used to not mind that one, but what I mind is when you touch it as you're asking me, can I touch it? That is bothering. Well, wait a minute. Can I answer the question first? Like, that is more bothering than anything. But that is Princess in Paris says, somebody say you're pretty for a black girl. You literally get this look from me. Yeah. It's just a blank stare. Like, yes, okay. Am I supposed to be happy? Am I supposed to be like, oh, thank you? Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? Yeah. So there is nothing that irks my nerves more than that. So you said earlier, the things that we kind of like take hold to happens to us in the past. Something that happened. Yes. So Robbie G picked up on that. He said, hold on, we're gonna get back to that. So Shay, you must have experienced something related to hair back in the day. Absolutely. Almost all my life. I've always, since I was younger, embraced my hair because my mother taught me that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, someone's always going to have something to say about your hair texture. Always. They're always going to say, there's always going to be someone that they say is prettier than you because they're this or whatever. It's always going to be that. Like, they used to even think that my mother wasn't my mother because she was light-skinned with hazel eyes. Yeah, that's okay. And so even though if you saw her in person, you'd be like, there's no way you can't tell that's not her daughter. Yeah, definitely. But we look exactly alike. But I just don't have her skin tone and I don't have hazel eyes. So that was a thing that I had to grow up with. And so I've always taught myself as I was older, embrace you. Like, no matter what you do to enhancement, there's nothing wrong with enhancing and changing up and all that, but be happy. So nowadays, and this actually makes a lot, well, I kind of knew it already, but it makes a lot. You said it and it's starting to make a lot of, go ahead. Like, now I'm actually, if y'all haven't noticed, like, over time, I used to wear my hair big all the time. Yeah. Like, now I'm embracing the shrinkage. Like, I would never before take pictures with my hair like, no. And even me making that face bothers me that I just did that. Yeah. Because there should be nothing wrong with that. That is how my hair naturally grows out of my head. We have to break that, man. Like, this, it's so deeply rooted. Like you said, yours go rooted. You're so deeply rooted, Shay. And I mean, so rooted. Not to say it can't be uprooted, but it's so up in the soil. Yeah. The seed of telling you are not your mother's because you are not the same color. That colorism right there got rooted deep in you. So anything that came out of that, was like, that basically had told you as a little girl, so what, I'm not enough? Like, this is like, it's like, it's so many things attached. You feel me? So, every time we get into this colorism thing, is deep because we both have same issues. Like, we both equally have had the same issues, even though it may seem like it's not, but it's equally the same issues. But it's just to know that today, when you just said it, it's just, I've never even heard you say when I was little, like, they told me we not the same. And that thing hurt. And I'm trying to cry now. That thing hurt. Like, but you want to hear something? That hurt bad. So you want to hear something? Mm-hmm. When you have a little girl who's mixed with a black daddy. My mom daddy was different from my daddy. Mm-hmm. And you walk around with puffy hair. And your mama got slick hair, way lighter than me. You understand how we had the same type of stuff involved? Yeah. How she wanted me to embrace my hair like Shay is embracing hers. And I said, no, but my hair never going to be like yours. Like, I want my hair like my mama hair.
This is my mama hair. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Only because I saw I didn't look like her to the T. When it started with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
The color, okay, cool. I'm closer to my mom color than my dad color. But the hair thing has just been deeply, and for you, it went the opposite. You embraced it. You empowered through it. Me, I do the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to embrace it like that. You know what I mean? Because
it was a constant.
Yeah.
Like my mom, like you're going to love it.
Yeah.
That's what she wouldn't let me do the perms and I had no choice.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So at one point it was just like, look, either I'm gonna figure out how I feel about this and wear things that I want to wear that I feel make me look like my true self and I feel like me when I'm wearing it, and be and not feel like I have to conform. So even when I could start doing weaves and all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't do straight hair. I think the first time I like did straight hair, I think was from my graduation or something.
Yeah.
In college. And when I look back at them pictures now, I'm like,
what was you doing?
What was you thinking? Like why would you do that? You've been going all these years.
Yeah.
And now because you want to be able to put a freaking cap on your head, you went and changed how you look.
But then you permed your hair too with a short
and
cut.
then I permed it. But I was okay with the shortcut because I felt like that was just a different look. It wasn't about me not liking my hair. I felt like I didn't even look like me on my graduation day. I have no pictures of that. Matter of fact, none. And so because I just felt like I played myself that day. Like what? I use other pictures from other days in college, but I'm not doing it.
I was gone by then.
But it's crazy how somehow literally that's why I said these things come from something that you grew up with or that you had to deal with, and it just kind of blossomed, and as you got older it was something you had to keep dealing with.
Yeah, you keep molding how to deal with it. And let me tell y'all something, even though we're talking about girl things, about hair, fellas, you have daughters. Fellas, you have nieces. Fellas, you have mothers, you have grandmothers, you have aunts who go through the same thing, and guess what? Y'all go through the same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this isn't just about, oh, this is a girl thing. No, it's a everything thing. You know what I mean? Like, y'all have to be present with them, with little girls that you're around as well, and let them know that their hair and rock that. Because we're gonna hear it from our mothers, but my daddy wasn't there to tell me my hair was dope. My mom told me that. She made sure I didn't get no perm till I got into middle school. I was the only girl with puffy hair. And
my mom was
literally, I was like the only girl with puffy hair in elementary. And I was like, Mom, like you ain't getting no perm.
That was a turning point for you.
But when I got in 6th grade, baby, I took off like take off. It was no going back.
That's what I'm saying. That was a turning point for you. That was a turning point for you.
It was no going back. When she said I had to wait till I got in middle school, okay, when I get in middle school,
you was waiting.
I'm gone.
Yeah. I
started out with the ponytails. I just never went back to my hair. I never have went back to my hair since I entered 6th grade. Never. And then when I cut my hair, and my hair was so damaged, by the end of 8th grade, my hair was so damaged, going through bonding glue, going through spritz, going through gel, going through perm repair, going through all of this stuff, just perms on top of that. My hair was so damaged, my mama cut my hair. It got cut about this long. And even that got perm. And probably about that long, because it was like curled. I got a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
And I hated that. I hated short hair. Like extra short, you know. And of course, over the years, I've tried a few short styles or whatever, but it was weave. But my hair, untouched. It is literally like the Everglades. Like, it is just wild underneath these wigs. It is wild. It is organic, but it's just not touched. Like, it is, you know what I mean? And it's so deeply rooted because, and then the women who were darker, nappy head, because they got perms. And that's women in my family. Like I always say, like, the light-skinned people in my family wanted me to embrace my hair, and I didn't. And the dark-skinned people in my family
was like, why you don't get a perm?
Like, why you getting a perm? Yeah, you so nappy-headed.
Yep.
And when you hear that from people that you love, like I always say, man, this light skin, dark skin thing is for the birds, because we all deal with it so differently, and it's all within our own people, man.
Yeah, our own community.
It's within our own people.
That's why I think LaPortia, I saw a comment from LaPortia up top. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. She said something about her daughter is 5 and she wants extensions now. Mm-hmm. And again, she wants extensions because society and everything on TV shows you that you're not pretty unless you look one way or a certain way.
Yeah.
And we have to start teaching our children that there's absolutely nothing wrong with what's growing out of your own head. There's nothing wrong as you get older, you wanting to wear certain styles because you think they're just a little more becoming on you. There's nothing wrong with that because everyone has a preference. But when you completely say, I can't wear my hair at all.
Yeah.
Like, you have to understand at some point
it does.
It's a self-thing. Like, you don't want that.
We all have different levels of whatever. Yeah. Y'all know my thing is just my hair. My hair is just, it's like, it's so crazy because I embrace everything about myself. The way my personality, that's one thing I did get from my mom, was to, because I'm spitting all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. One thing I did embrace that I got from my mom was embracing who I am. She didn't care what nobody thought of her when it came to her being herself and existing in herself. And that part, I got that part. But when it came to embracing my hair, that's the last thing that's on my list. I embrace everything else about me. Like, everything else, and that's just self-work that I just got to do. That's something I got to do, you know what I mean? But
and it's something we have to understand that we have to actually do behind closed doors first.
Yeah, it has to happen.
We have to do it.
Like, because I ain't doing this just for the gram.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all, we have to understand that we have to be okay with us when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Like, when I wake up and this ain't, this is pulled at least a little bit. I did a little something. Like, I'm okay with when I wake up, this side is flat, this is whatever, but I still think that I'm a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
That my hair is like, okay, it was a little kinky earlier, but you add some water and some conditioner, baby, and we good to go. Like, it's about learning how to take care of.
From your head to your toes. Yeah. From our hair to our skin, how we feel about our skin, how we feel about our bodies and our weight, and our feet, and our all of that. Like, it's so many different levels, like, of trying to embrace yourself entirely. You know what I mean? From people's teeth, people are getting veneers now because they feel like their teeth is just not perfect. Like, there's so many different levels.
Overly perfect.
I know. There's so many different, even down to nails. Like, some people just have to get their nails done. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different aspects that we all have a level of, not 100%, but when you make sure that doesn't start blossoming in other things too, because you got to catch it. Yeah. Because if not, it'll blossom in other stuff too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But so, I know we took a little time for that, and like, what's the name say? They say we need a Black Girls episode.
That would actually, I would love to do a Black Girls episode.
We just stay on the topic of things about us. Yeah. We have never did that. We always mix it, but
it's just about self-love, y'all, and learning to love yourself and how you come naturally.
Yeah.
And we all have to get to that point. It's been beat into our brains
that
let me tell
y'all
is just not good enough. And we have to break it.
Yeah. And outside forces was the beginning of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like Robert G said, he had an S curl when he was in college. He was like, that was definitely self-hate. But now you got to think about it. Back then, going to work with our hair like this, it was a no. Like, where you going? You cannot work here.
Yeah.
Oh, Shayla. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Even at work now, it's what did he say? I don't remember the name that he called it that day, and I was just like,
I remember you told me.
Okay, so now after that day, I made it a point. Okay, so you got jokes. All right. Well, I'm gonna wear it all the time. So either y'all gonna put me behind the scenes, y'all gonna keep me up front, whatever you gonna do, but you gonna get this on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And then I stopped hearing it. And then it was just, oh, Shayla, I love your hair today. Okay. You know, so it's literally
it has started out there. That's why I say our culture, our women, our men, all of that has been influenced in many different ways.
Yep.
On not to like love us as women as well, and always compare us Black women against other women as well.
Yep.
And our men get it in a different way. You know what I mean? But for us, it just starts off as little girls. What is acceptable and what's not acceptable, and it just goes through life, and we all deal with it differently. And and I'm thinking now, what just came to me was like, so that's why you take being your personality so strong, because you're a little weak up there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I take embracing like my personality very strong, like everything about me, how loud I can be, how soft I can be, how much I express myself, and how I express myself is just, I try to be everything authentic, and it makes up for the lack that I have for my hair.
That's all right. But you gonna break that stronghold.
And guess what? And even if I don't, I'm still good with me being imperfect, even if it comes to being imperfect without embracing that part about myself.
Absolutely. You still gotta love you.
Yeah. No matter if I get it together or not get it together. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's a message to all of y'all, man. Like, so what? You have a little flaw about yourself. Yeah, you work on it, and behind closed doors, because I have to do it all the time when I wash my hair. I have them the days. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, okay, so, I'll be in there like, whatever. And then I'll be like, okay, well, I got to go somewhere, so let me braid it down and get back to business. You know what I mean? But I do look at myself more and admire myself doing wash days. And
there's times where, nobody would have ever. So the fact, I see growth.
Yeah. And when she come up here, I have no wig on, walking around here thugging it.
Before, she would not be doing that. It was always something on her head. Always.
That's true.
Always. So when I first saw, I was like, okay.
Who is it?
All right. I see
Who is it?
Yeah, so again,
but we all have it, you know what I mean, yes. in different ways. So y'all just embrace it and just work on it when y'all can work on it, and don't add extra pressure to yourself that will lower yourself, because then you're doing yourself a disservice, and then now you're putting yourself in a position where you're giving yourself extra hate because you're not being perfect in the creation that God, like it could keep going.
We already hated on enough, y'all.
So don't put that pressure on yourself. And I just want to make sure I say that, because we all have it in different ways. Some men have it about their bodies, certain body parts, certain things that they have in life. They have stuff about them too. You know what I mean? So for ladies and for men, because our podcast is literally almost 50-50.
Literally almost 50-50.
Yeah. Spotify gives us our male ratio to. Apple need to do that, dog. Like, Apple got to get better with that. They tell us how many people listen, but they don't break it down like how Spotify break it down. But for those who listen to Spotify, we see the ratios, and then also we see it in here as well. But we all got our little things, y'all. But don't shy away. Don't shy away from who you are today, and don't be so focused on who you're not today to be focused on who you could be tomorrow. Because if not, that takes away from the day. So
absolutely. So we have.
Dang, we done hit our hour.
We have officially hit our hour, y'all. Again.
Let me put this on here.
What is? Robert?
This is why I love this podcast. This should be called The Real.
Look, you always gonna get our real opinions over here. But again, y'all, this has been episode 127. We so appreciate y'all joining and spending y'all hour. Y'all could be anywhere else. Anywhere else, but you're here with us. Even if it was for 5 minutes, you was here for us. If it was the whole hour, which a lot of y'all, we already know who y'all are. Y'all are here all the time, and we so appreciate y'all. We love these conversations. We hope that some of these conversations are not just helping us, but helping y'all. Yeah.
Because it's definitely be helping us. This be like a couch. You hear me? Like a real couch. Like.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah.
So let me just say something about you and Miss T, honey. You look just like her. I don't care who say what. Just because your hue is different, you are just as beautiful as your mama. You were going to always be just as beautiful as her. She spit you out. And I don't care what a dust mite has to say about you not looking like your mama. Mite. You know what I mean?
Somebody
so don't ever think that, and you got to work on that for your individual self.
I'm mad. You know, today I'm mad that it even bothered me like it did. But
it's okay.
You know, it did, and I can't lie like it didn't. It did.
It's part of your story. It's part of why God had to put that in there. It may seem like a wrench, but now you get to empower others.
Yeah.
Including
and it
me,
made made me how I am and how I see myself.
Yeah. And how you gonna do your daughters.
And most certainly how I will teach my daughters and my son, you know, how to appreciate women of all hues, not just one or two. And, you know,
everything happens
it will shape it. So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And someone said something about I wish see your mama or something. She's on my page. If you want to see what she looks like, she's on my page. If my mama's single. Trill talk.
She's single, but she ain't checking for you. She ain't.
And anywho, so that is it for the night, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. And anything else you want to say?
No, I know I had a lot of topics, but we're gonna have these topics for next week. And if y'all have any topics, as soon as we start next week, just put them in the chat so we'll add them on and maybe either use yours and replace one of ours if it's just so dope for us to talk about it. So y'all ever have any topics, feel free to ask them in the comments moving forward in the future, or DM us on Instagram, Brains and Beauty Times 2 page.
Yeah.
And just basically put topic for the week. Here's one. Let us know. And you just never know. We may do it. We definitely gonna shout you out. Or just put it in the chat, and we'll see it and use it and clip it and tag you. So,
absolutely.
Again, we want to thank everybody who joined. And Shayla already said everything else about coming in here the whole hour or not.
I'm gonna close it out with a viewer's comment. Sean Bass Live says, "Beauty is in the imperfection."
Come on now, Jesus!
I love it, and there's really nothing else to say.
It's nothing else. Because it is true.
Absolutely.
The more flawed you are, baby.
Big facts. Thank you for that.
You know, so I just feel so good about it.
I didn't know that either, Robbie G. I didn't
what?
It was crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Something about. Oh no, I did not see Scream. I'm so tired of Scream. I can't watch no more Screams.
Yeah.
Scream 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can't be a part because it's just too many.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm gonna take out this lash bother in my life.
Thank y'all. Check out the podcast in the morning if you missed any of it, and let a friend tell a friend to tell a friend, and we is at this thing.
But just can't say we dope. I know that's right. Just Cam 84.
Thank you. Bye y'all.
Until next week.